This make do pond is pretty much empty. It's got stuff on the bottom. What I want to do is bring some goldfish in, so time to fill. Yeah. Make it bubble when it goes in, some oxygen. Time to fill it. Looks nice. Water transfer pump from Bunnings, the drill one, hose to hose for the new house. And the problem with the new house is this pond. It's got a leak in it because I filled it up and it's drained itself still. I can see it's been repaired right. If I zoom in, and that white thing is sort of silicon, but I want to get right down to the base. Anyway, the problem with these is when you've got crap in there, you've obviously on the hose side of things, it's going to block it very quickly because there's a lot of rubbish in there. So what I thought of is this rain gutter fine mesh, like not bad size, could look for my thumb size. And what I was thinking is making, like with some cable ties, like a little bit of a boxing to go on one side of the hose, so the leaves and everything else can get trapped while the hose is unimpeded. So I'm going to make that up and then I'll come back and join that to this video. One second. Okay, just with cable ties, this is what I made. Is just I cut a length of this, made it round, and then cut just a square bit up the top. So just put the square section at the top, then that's just round, and then cable tied together. Now I've got an opening. So now what I've got to do next is just attach that to the hose, and that should give it enough space to just suck water, and all the other crap will be stuck on the outside. One sec. So now I've just attached and locked it into the hose just around there. Now it's got a nice big gap in there. You want to have the hose sit back inside of it, because if it was up there it could still get blocked up the very top of it. So it's now got a lot of space between that and rubbish going into it. Then we should be able to throw that in. That should submerge, and I can put the drill on. One sec. Okay, so drill's on. That's submerged. And now we'll just get water coming out without all the rubbish and crap. And that's a quick 2-second invention. That's what they should have for sale with it. Beautiful. And before, it was the hose, because of the diameter, sucking up a bit of rubbish, it blocks it and can burn out your drill. There's a handy tip from the Entertainment Oz channel. So if you're draining something that's got filth in it, that's what you got to do. Yeah, so by memory, this stuff in a good sized roll, there's heaps in there. I think they're about $2 or $3 from memory, don't quote me. But if I'll look it up later before I upload the video and put a link, but that's all you do. And cable ties are cheap as. That's submerged and running down. I come back a few minutes later just to check, and look, just nice clear water pumping out. It's stopping all the rubbish going into the hose, which then protects your drill. So that's a good result for a quick invention. Unreal. Okay, so that was a bit of a slow process with the drill. Obviously a lot of water in here. This is the pond. I'm going to do some updates on what I do. I'm going to clean this all up. Clean all that centerpiece. Clean all the edging. And so there's big, if I go down, it's been damaged. 'd. Big crack there. There is a big, 'd you know what I mean, 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 crack in there. So I'm just gonna sum it up whether to get the tub liner or pond liner and put that, look at that nice blue sky in there, it's awesome. Or do a not quick dry cement, proper concrete repair. The problem is when people do concrete ponds, the earth moves underneath, so you're going to get cracks, and that's the only thing holding the water in. So yeah, and it's pretty dirty in parts. So this is all sludgy, goes all the way around there. Someone's dropped a drink thing in there. And my other intention is maybe getting some solar colourful LED lights that can sit in the bottom, and once I finish it, fill it up and have some nice lighting on it. So yeah, see how we go anyway. I'm going to clean all that crap off too. Okay, so I've done a fair bit of cleaning and bucketing and starting to clean around all the edges. This took a while. Look at this pond. So found some, obviously these cracks here. These all need to be sealed with concrete again, not black silicone. Silicone just falls back out. Along here, there's another big crack, and there's another one. And still don't know if there's any other main ones around here. So if I go to the stretches over the bridge, and goes around, and then under the tunnel. So a bit of patching up. Can we get this to dry out? Ooh. And yeah, I've cleaned off all the surface there, left the one rock there. Might put a bird bath or something in the middle. Not trees and stuff like that where mud can just roll over the side and dirty it. But it's coming along. It's taken a lot to get it to this stage, but I work pretty fast, so yeah. There's a cat. And now it's got some pump. I've got to find out where the electricity is for that pump too. It's up to date so far. Today I'm going to gurney, so the old gurney or jet washer, and jet wash all the concrete all around the edges, and try to expose as much of the cracks in this pond as possible. So that's next. Okay, so it's all I'll gurney it out, or jet washer, and I've left 3 pools in the deepest spots where I'll let this all dry now. If I can get down there 1 second. And this has come up pretty good. So yeah, I'll let this all subside and dry, and then I'll get the industrial vac and vacuum the remaining mud, because in there you can see I've gurneyed some nice cracks there, which goes under this water and then goes up there. And then someone put this dodgy silicone in there. You got to get cement patch stuff for this, so it's like a cement base without all the rocks, just to patch it up. This is all nice and clean. Did under this bit of a walkway, but yeah, so she's got, I didn't really find any cracks in this area, but probably have a 6 in a second because it's slippery. Oh, a bit slippery. And she's got a crack here, got a crack here, crack here. Looks like the rocks were put on while this was probably still wet, because there's lots of lumps and ditches in there, unless it was deliberate. There's another crack here, and a crack here. I don't think there was anything else, no cracks around there. And the last crack that I saw was along here. So I have to patch all this up, let this all dry and subside so I can get to the mud. Then I've got to clean this out even more, just get rid of as much dirt as possible within the cracks, and then got to patch it. Looks nice, a lot better than it did. And a couple of these, the original owners, they lopped this tree, and this is all the regrowth of the gum tree, so I'm going to cut that one that's leaning over the pond, and probably a couple of the other ones there, just stuff that falls into the pond a bit more easily. So yeah, so that's the latest of the pond. Okay, so I ripped out the silicone that was in there. That was doing jack. Look at that, look at the size of the gap. So I've got some inside. I've got a special concrete patch mix, but to get into the lower stuff I'm going to use some quick dry, just so it's got something more to, instead of the dirt behind it, to grab onto, and then build up. Oops, build up from there. So yeah, she's a good sized crevice there, which goes under that little bit of water left that's finally the sun's taking hold and going up there. Okay, so done along that one, still a little bit more on the edge, but definitely got the quick dry going on this one, just so it's got the other stuff I've got, which is, where are we? It's recommended, this stuff, patch and anchor. So it's a cement base. So I also did this one, sorry. And so for these finer cracks, I'm going to patch it up with that. And there, and probably there. But yeah, step by step, and get this going. So just open that. So it comes with like 2 bags, so you don't use everything straight away. And I found in the yard a mixing block, which is, it's like granite or something like that. So yeah. Ooh. Crap. Just drop that flaming right in the puddle, like it's got a plastic, supposedly seal-proof. Actually, I'll use that one first. I use that, put this back in the bucket. That's what happens when you're not concentrating too much. So yeah, I open the bag, mix them up, and go from there. So that's what that stuff looks like. Obviously just add water and just make your mixture thick enough so it sticks, but not thin enough so it runs down and you waste it. So bit by bit. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so see how we go pasting some of these cracks, and go from there. Okay, so this is looking down from that biggest crack, and that's already, you got to pile this up slowly so it gets a good foundation. And then I've done across the middle, and that's starting to soak up a bit from the middle and up there, and then all that white stuff, and obviously over there, and going around, patching, and patching. So this anchor stuff is supposed to be, yeah, moist it for up to 6 days and stuff like that. It just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So yes, hey, don't get stuck on the patch. So yeah, not good for you. That's it, jump out the way of that. Very good. Don't stand in the patchy stuff. Very good. Dodges it well. Dodges it well. Up you go. Go on. Up. 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 Jump. 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 Go on. Jump. Not gonna jump. Come on, jump. Yeah, so getting there. good to start to mend the pond. So, oh yeah, now you jump off camera. Very good. But yeah, so that's continuing the patching work of this very large pond. So yeah, it's coming along very good. Okay, so almost finished with the pond sealing. I've just got to use the other packet of patch and anchor for the very end part. I'm just going to jump down here for a second. That auto sprinkler is activated. My screen. Alright, anyway. So, I've gone over it. The patch and anchor with the quick dry over the top of that. And done all the other side. Just got to patch and anchor just the rest of that corner. So it's like layer on top of a layer on top of a layer. So it is looking a lot more sealed. Better than that that silicone that was in there and let the pond, here goes my foot, leak. So yeah, do a bit more. I should be able to finish it today, and then supposedly this Monday to Thursday is supposed to be a lot of rain, so it's worked out pretty well. So yeah, going well. Okay, so the pond is finished now as far as mending it. This is just the last of the junky water that was in it. I'm using the drill again. Going around. And yeah, here's my little invention. And it's sucking the rest of that yellow crappy water out. Pumping pretty good. There's a few bees around here and they're trying to attack me, so I thought I'd do a distant one instead of a bucket one. So yeah, there are a few bees around here. There could be a bee's nest somewhere around there. It just went for me again. So that's pumping. It's probably getting low now as far as needs to be pushed back in the water a bit more, but they work. There's a lot more crap out of it now, so it's definitely working a bit better. I'll put it down a little bit further. It's gone back to a better flow, but see the crappy water? That's probably a little bit of obviously cement colouring as well. Those drill ones, they pump well. When they're not blocked, they pump very well. There it goes, it's going jerky again, so it's probably getting lower. Yeah, it's definitely getting lower. Definitely a few bees around. See them swirling around there. I'll zoom in a bit. It's definitely getting lower. I might get the hose and go to that other one that's over in that corner now. That one's practically, yeah, just sucking nothing. Just finishing up on the lowest. Okay, I'll go on the other one. Okay, now we're on the other corner of the pond. Just sucking the remainder of this water. That's flowing well. Yep, it's got a good flow. It's more brown water, that one. How nice is that? I do want to put after I get rid of this gum tree I cut, I want to put some conifers, just starting from there. Not conifers, yuccas. Just go around the edge, give that a nice sort of security border and around there. Goldfish is definitely draining. Looks so different since I first started. It's going well. Very good. Okay, so that's the finishing of that drain. So I'll let that, still a bit of cement drying on the edges, but apart from that, got a little bit over there, but can't get every dot. But that's a lot cleaner. This was full of mud, so give that a good drying rest of the day today. Then may top her up tomorrow. But tomorrow is supposed to be Monday, isn't it? So Monday to Thursday, supposedly, by the 7-day forecast, it's supposed to rain. So we will see. But yeah, very happy that's come out like that.